This the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? But you know what I want everybody to do though? That is to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share the video. Man, we finna jump straight into this reaction video with Dr. Umar. He made a very big statement on this brother panel a few days ago. And his statement was, every black man that is single, and in my opinion, the way that I heard it, every black man that is single and don't have a kid ought to seek out for single mothers, particularly the ones who have sons. And if we as black men who are single without any kids will go and basically provide services for these single mothers and their sons, that black women will have respect for us. And that's the reason why they don't have respect for us, is because we are not willing to take care of their kids that they had in their previous relationships. But that's what Dr. Umar said, man. So you know what I want everybody to do, man? Hit that like button and that subscribe button, share the video, and let's go.
Let me put you back on the throne. We do not go back on the throne. We do not until we recover our African mind.
I seen you going viral. You had an argument with a couple of guys, and shout out to them. I don't know their name.
Daily Rapper crew, the Young Brothers?
Yeah, kind of a debate.
Shout out to the Daily Rapper.
Yeah,
good Young Brothers.
Yeah, shout out to those guys. I think they was up in New York or something, right?
New York.
Yeah, shout out to WTMF Studios as well. They're my people. But that discussion was about the black woman being framed as masculine,
yes,
as unsupportive in a lot of ways, and just a number of different things.
And choosing the wrong mate.
Choosing the wrong mate.
And those brothers feeling like, why do I have to settle for a woman who had a child by a man who was less than his best?
Right.
And my argument was real simple. If we as black men were on our job, meaning we're taking responsibility for the development of all the black boys in Nashville, then that young lady could never choose a wrong mate, because we would never allow a wrong mate to exist.
So you hear what Dr. Umar said. It's just always the man's fault, never the woman's fault. And so basically there would not be no pookies existing if there was enough men around. But nevertheless, I want to go to a small commercial break and fair use. Now, this is not all black women, but I witnessed this myself, and I'm pretty sure this woman is single too also, right? And so I want you to listen to how she was talking to her son. This is how she was talking to her son. So now her son only has two ways to look at this. Either he can grow up and be afraid of women and let women run all over him, or he ain't gonna tolerate no woman talking shit because he done heard it, you feel me, too many times from his own mother. But this is what, now this is what we mean, Dr. Umar, when we say certain black women are masculine. Check out how this woman is talking to her son, and then we're gonna jump straight back into the interview with Dr. Umar.
Fuck, I'm going in on. But let a motherfucker call you and say, you wanna go see Spider-Man? You wanna go do this? You wanna see that? You all for that. You can remember that shit all day though, huh? But the shit you know you need to be doing to make sure you get your ass in front of it before you get into fucking, oh, it didn't cross my mind. What if I didn't beat your ass? What if I told you that shit didn't cross my motherfucking mind? Is it okay? Hell no, it ain't. I'm gonna start doing some shit and tell you, oh, it didn't cross my mind. Let me see how the fuck you take it.
But nevertheless, that lady was talking to her son that way in downtown Oakland at the bus stop. Plenty of people was there to see and witness and hear. That lady was very masculine in my opinion. But this the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? Let's get back to the Dr. Umar.
They killed my dog. You're gonna get a new partner. They killed my dog. You're gonna get a new partner.
So whenever a black man says, it ain't my fault she got a baby by Pookie, Pookie shouldn't even exist. Because
You don't put that on the same white people that we put the rest of this stuff on?
Huh?
The same white people that we put all the systematic shit on. We don't put that on them?
Let me tell you why. They might have created it, but they're not solving none of your problems. We have to solve our own problems. And like I told those young brothers, black women would give us so much respect if we only did one thing: take control of the boys. If we just did that, if we just went around to all the sisters who ain't got a man in the house, how many sons you got? You got 2. How many you got? I got 1. How many you got? I got 5 boys. We got him. We got him.
So I guess if the single mother got nothing but daughters, you know, no support for the daughters when it comes to the single mothers who have daughters. Just the one that got boys. Let's make a school for nothing but boys. Shout out to Red Supreme.
We going to the school meetings. We going to be with them after school. We checking the homework. We doing rites of passage. We taking them gun training, camping. We got them. If we just took the boys, our sisters be all right with us.
And that's in the perfect.
Now, majority of men, they do have jobs and occupations. That's why I said I think he's talking for the single men who don't have any kids, that he can basically, you know, push, you know, him creating his own family to the side to help take care of a already made family that's going through some dysfunctional problems. Now, nevertheless, right, what Dr. Umar need to do, he need to stop focusing on the school that he been trying to build for 9 to 10 years. And he need to take some of that donation money and just open up something that's called renadad. You see what I'm saying? Renadad. All of that stuff that Dr. Umar said that a man should be doing for a woman who has a child and the father is not there. He need to be going to school meetings, gun practices, whatever interests the kid. And if you have a system in place, in my opinion, that's called renadad, right? The man will be able to get paid to basically interact with kids that are not his, and such as, let's say, you know, whatever programs they're interested in. It can be art, sports, music, acting. The renadad will be there and assist and make sure that the child is motivated to be able to carry out what they want to do in life. And also, background checks needs to be in place. And I will also even throw a body cam on there. But nevertheless, you want a group of men to just come out and do a job for free that in a lot of cases, when it comes down to stepdaddies, it is a thankless job. But this is the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? Let's get back to it. I
agree with that.
I wanna play it back to the duties that he said a man should perform for a child that's not his. Boys in particular.
Around to all the sisters who ain't got a man in the house, how many sons you got? You got 2. How many you got? I got 1. How many you got? I got 5 boys. We got him. We got him. We going to the school meetings. We going to be with them after school. We checking the homework. We doing rites of passage. We taking them gun training, camping. We got them. If we just took the boys, our sisters be all right with it.
That don't sound like a school to me. That sound like a program for renadad. Dr. Umar, if you ever hear this video that's made by the 70-30, you can't say the 70 without the 30. Renadad. Let's have these women utilize the system that could really benefit the boys and the girls with a system in place where men can get paid to provide services for the youth. Let's continue.
with us.
And that's in a perfect world. I agree with that.
But why the world got to be perfect for us to do that?
Because again, the black man is under attack, right?
But that don't stop me from helping the youngin.
Well, it do if you can't multitask. See, everybody ain't got the kind of
multitask when we be chasing that ass.
Yeah, but that kind of multitask is self-satisfying, right? That's a selfish, self-satisfying multitask.
And that was a good answer to Dr. Umar rebuttal, because that was just apple and oranges. But I'm glad how the brother was able to break that down, and Dr. Umar had to sit back in his seat. But when Dr. Umar, because I already seen the episode, he's going to be asked a question again, and he's going to give another apple and orange rebuttal. But let's continue. This is the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? Hit that like button and that subscribe button. Renadad is in the building.
So that's a bit different. You're asking people to multitask and give, not get.
Right.
So it's a different circumstance.
I see what you're saying.
Right. When we telling someone that's under attack to, hey, not only think about yourself, think about that other individual over there that ain't yours, that ain't got nothing. And I'm with you on the overarching goal, but I want to deal with the reality of it. And there's a quote that says, don't wish things to be how you want them to be. Wish them to be how they are, because that's the reality you live in. Things will be what they are, no matter what. You can't change that, Umar. We can do all. You can't change it. It is what it is, bro. We can't look at it for what we want it to be.
Question for you.
Go ahead.
Here's what I think, and I agree with mostly what you said there. Here's what I think. I think we as black men, and I'm talking to all the brothers in here, although not all of you are guilty of what I'm going to say, but I'm speaking to us as a brotherhood. I believe we have gotten so comfortable scapegoating white supremacy that we don't want to take responsibility for anything in the community ourselves. Are y'all following me? That's where we at.
Somebody, yeah.
That's where we at as men. It's like we don't want no responsibility. It's either the black woman's fault or it's the power structure's fault. What the hell are we going to do?
I didn't say black woman.
No, I'm not saying you.
Yeah, I'm talking about for my...
Now, the thing is this: when we deal with faults, right? If a person do something, man or woman, it's your fault, right? Dr. Umar want the single black man who don't have no kids to basically deal with a single mother who has kids, right? Now, I'm going to give y'all the 3 Ds, right? And the 3 Ds is basically me. I'm a dad, a stepdad, and a deadbeat stepdad. Now, let the womanizer tell you a little bit about the deadbeat stepdad part, right? When you deal with a single mother and she has a child or 2 or 3 or however many, right? That situation don't work out between you and the single mother. She takes the kids. You have no access to those kids. You cannot utilize those kids to try and mend the relationship or try and get back with this woman by utilizing the kids, because as soon as the relationship over, she gonna tell you these is not your goddamn kids. That's why a stepdaddy in a lot of cases is a thankless job. How many stepdaddies have women done actually ran through, Dr. Umar? And so if a woman had some kids and she done brought a few men around her kids and couldn't control that man and had men in and out the house, who do you blame? You blame the man or the woman, or at least blame both. But this the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? Let's continue.
Right. But I'm saying in the general conversation, the narrative, either the black woman is the problem or the white power structure.
That's most of your conversation.
No, sir.
Not the black woman, but definitely the white power structure.
Cause the problems, but the solution is ours to make.
Okay, let's not push these together.
No, they go together.
Right, but let's deal with them separately.
Okay.
So we can have a clear understanding of what. Because when you mash them up, I don't know which one we're talking about.
I got you.
Right?
I got you.
The problem is the power structure.
Yes, sir.
The solution lies in our hand.
Period.
But that the power structure is still attacking the black male, yes or no?
That's true.
Okay, so again, if you don't have the ability to multitask, when do you expect the black male to be self-preservation?
Who said we can't multitask?
Everybody can't, Dr. Umar. We can't say everybody can save children.
We find time to party.
Saving children is different than partying.
We find time to go on vacation. That's an excuse. We don't care enough to do it, and we need to be honest and say that.
You think the same skill set it takes for me to go stand in the club is the same skill set it takes for me to help a child?
No. It's a different skill.
Good rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? To stand in the club, to go partying, to go shopping, to travel is a whole different situation than raising somebody kids that is not yours too. Mind you, these not your kids. You a single man, you doing what you need to do, you know what I mean? And instead of creating your own family and being there for yours, Dr. Umar is suggesting you to go and seek out a single mother, particularly one who have boys, and be that father in that child's life, because the other father, the real father, is not. But this the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know?
Skill set.
I'm speaking of skill set.
Right.
You're talking intention.
Right.
I'm saying people don't even have the skill set to raise their own children. You asking them to help other children when they can't even raise, they ain't even got the know-how to handle their own household.
Okay, that means those of us who know how, show them brothers how. We operate as a brotherhood.
Those who know how, it should be an organization such as Renadad, for those men who have the compassion and the wherewithal and who can really deal with kids on a day-to-day basis. They should be compensated. So Dr. Umar, tell the community you're not dealing with the school anymore. You want to open up an organization that is called Renadad that will basically assist boys and girls in activities that they enjoy so that they can be monetized by the time they're grown with whatever they decide to do in their spare time. This the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know?
So that's a
All
different
I'm
conversation.
saying,
Instead of
we-
casting that wide net and saying that all black men, you niggas, excuse me, you guys didn't put the work in to make an environment to where these people can. So I'm saying when we take that approach, we don't live in what I would consider to be reality and say that, everybody can't multitask.
But here's
and
my
even
pushback then.
Go ahead.
Then we need to stop telling our women to respect us as men. We need to stop telling our women.
Did you hear him? We're going to play that back. He said our women should stop respecting us as men.
Got to know how to handle their own household.
Okay, that means those of us who know how, show them brothers how. We operate as a brotherhood.
So that's a
All
different
I'm saying,
conversation. Instead of
we-
casting that wide net and saying that all black men, you niggas, excuse me, you guys didn't put the work in to make an environment to where these people can. So I'm saying when we take that approach, we don't live in what I would consider to be reality and say that everybody can't multitask.
But here's
and
my
even
pushback then.
Go ahead.
Then we need to stop telling our women to respect us as men. We need to stop telling our women to stop expecting us to behave as men. If we're going to say can't, because can't should not be in a man's vocabulary. And
Hey, I want you to hear this because, man, the brother finna drop a bomb. Not Dr. Umar, but you heard him. He just said a man should not use the word can't in his vocabulary. Meaning that you should not even, if you can't swim, don't say you can't swim. You know what I mean? If you can't eat peanuts and you allergic to them, don't say you can't eat peanuts. You can't use the word can't. You see what I'm saying? If you can't fly an airplane and they throw you the keys, you cannot tell them you cannot fly the plane. These is words out of Dr. Umar's mouth. A man, a black man, should not be able to use the word can't. And if we do not deserve respect from our women.
It's my pushback then. Go ahead. Then we need to stop telling our women to respect us as men. We need to stop telling our women to stop expecting us to behave as men. If we're going to say can't, because can't should not be in a man's vocabulary and definitely not in our collective consciousness.
Can you open the school tomorrow?
No, but I can in a month.
Look, he said, can you open the school tomorrow? Dropped a bomb on Dr. Umar. I bet he like, oh yeah, this brother got me all the way fucked up. But if you hear Dr. Umar, I can in 30 days. I can in Dr. Umar just went on a whole rant. A man should not be able to use the word can't in his vocabulary. But he still do not have the school. That's why, man, you need to just tell the people, man, I ain't messing with the school. Man, I listened to the 70-30 show. Man, he came up with a good idea, man. Renadad. Man, I'm finna roll with that. But let's hear this again, though. That was a bomb dropper.
Consider to be reality and say that, yo, everybody can't multitask.
But here's my
even
pushback then.
Go ahead.
Then we need to stop telling our women to respect us as men. We need to stop telling our women to stop expecting us to behave as men. If we're going to say can't, because can't should not be in a man's vocabulary and definitely not in our collective consciousness.
Can you open the school tomorrow?
No, but I can in a month.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So, but that's still hoping.
But you can't do it tomorrow. You just said that in a man's vocabulary, he should not use the word can't, or our women shouldn't respect us. If you can't open the school tomorrow, why should the women respect you? This is the womanizer. Man, let's hear it again before we get up out of here.
We need to stop telling our women to respect us as men. We need to stop telling our women to stop expecting us to behave as men. If we're going to say can't, because can't should not be in a man's vocabulary and definitely not in our collective consciousness.
Can you open the school tomorrow?
No, but I can in a month.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So, but that's still hoping. Hope ain't a strategy.
It ain't hope. No, we're not hoping to open the school. We're waiting on a certificate of occupancy.
You're not giving me a deadline on this big broadcast saying in a month this school will be open.
Physically, yes. All we're waiting for is the certificate.
But it won't be.
I don't know how long the city gonna take to give me that paper. That's the next step. You see.
See, it's always something. But yeah, Dr. Umar, you see his little magical hand movement right there. You feel me? Hold on, slow down, brother. You put me on the spot right now. Nah, man, the devil is just coming to collect. You had a good 10-year run, and the devil need his payback, because at the end of the day, mind you just said 30 days. Now it's a paper you need. Now it's going to be, if you don't get the paper, now you're going to have to get the lawyers involved and all of that. But we're going to take it back just a little bit so you can hear it again.
To respect us as men. We need to stop telling our women to stop expecting us to behave as men. If we're going to say can't, because can't should not be in a man's vocabulary and definitely not in our collective consciousness.
Can you open the school tomorrow?
No, but I can in a month.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So, but that's still hoping. Hope ain't a strategy.
It ain't hope. No, we're not hoping to open the school. We're waiting on a certificate of occupancy.
You're not giving me a deadline on this big broadcast saying in a month this school will be open.
Physically, yes. All we're waiting for is the certificate.
But it won't be.
I don't know how long the city gonna take to give me that paper. That's the next step. You see.
See, okay, so then.
Right, but it's not a hope. It's just a matter of time. They gotta give us the paper because all the renovations are done. Everything's inspected and approved. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a hope. It's just when. When are they gonna give us the paper?
Right.
They can't hold off forever. Then we got to get the lawyers involved. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just think
can't hold off forever. We're gonna have to get the lawyers involved. And that's the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share the video and help your brother grow. I'm gone.